Hi everyone, I'm going to make a new update about uh, my my fitness journey. Today is raining. There is a heavy storm on on Santiago. I think it's one of the biggest storms of the century. I think like on the past 100 years maybe on Santiago. So at least here, it's very rare that when there is rain, like the street doesn't flood. You can walk around neighborhood here, and also it's very rare for the light to cut. Sometimes it happens that when when there is rain or when there is a storm on Santiago, uh, the the cables that connect us with the light broke, and people can be without electricity like a week or maybe a month. I don't know, but that's something that happened here, but not on Las Condes. So I'm safe for now. Uh, I really I really like rain. I haven't been training a lot, but I think I could join a gym like next week or at the end of the month. I was uh, looking for a new gym, and last week I went to a job interview on near Manquehue, like on El Apumanque, for Kentucky Fried Chicken on the local that they have on the street, and also I have one on. I think it was Alto Las Condes. I don't know if it was on Alto Las Condes or Parque Arauco. There are two big malls that are on the zone nearby here. So uh, I didn't get any of those jobs, but today I went to a job interview on the Burger King on El Monkey, and I think they accepted me. Like they are going to hire me. I have an induction uh, on Monday, but it's going to be online because of the heavy rain. So it's going to remind me my early college days when I started to study psychology, because they were online because of the pandemic. So uh, I don't know. I like that fact. I like that fact. I find it funny. Uh, so if everything goes great, like how it's going, I'm going to start working on Burger King on uh, Tuesday. I think maybe Tuesday of the next week. So yeah, I'm going to be busy. I also next week have to to take the classes for the next semester, and but I'm going to be okay with with that. I sent an email yesterday, but sometimes the rain and things like that make the communication go slower, because people, as I said before, here sometimes people, because of the rain, they don't have electricity, and they have to move, or they are worried about the rain and things they have to protect in their homes, or I don't know, maybe people, if they have kids, they need to see what happened with the school and all of that. So yeah. Yesterday, I tried to do some exercise to activate my body. I want to dance. I've seen many TikTok videos of people dancing, and I haven't tried the new techniques or like the new dance moves like carefully, but I've tried to mimic them when I'm listening music and some music that's like that makes me wanna dance sounds. I just move, but I'm not practically practicing them like very carefully. But I think I can do it like maybe tomorrow. Yesterday I tried to do some movements with my body, and I take some dumbbells and one medicine ball I have in my room, and uh, I started training with them, like very light training, just to activate my body, and maybe with the information of if I actually get the job and which days I have to work, and for what, how much amount of time I need to be working on there, on yeah, like on the work. With that information, I think I'm going to be returning to the gym, and I also think I'm going to return when the rain stops. Rain is going to stop like next Wednesday, maybe between Monday and Wednesday. The rain should be stopping. So yeah, like the storm. Yeah, there is a very heavy storm happening. Uh, Yesterday when I was training with the ball and with the dumbbells, I feel some pain on my legs when I was doing like some leg exercises with the medicine ball, and that's something that has happened to me before. And when I started to feel that pain, I stopped, and today I feel like very little of the pain. But something that happens to me sometimes is that I just ignore that pain and I just like to push my body. But then the next day my body hurts, and I wanted to avoid that, because that way today I was able to go to actually to the actual job interview like walking. Maybe I didn't walk like all the way to the Apumanque. I walked a little. I walked more yesterday. One of my friends helped me with to print some papers. But sometimes when my legs hurt, I like it hurts also when I'm walking. Not when I'm just doing like a complex movement with my legs. So it's annoying, and because it's raining, I think I needed to be like with my body and with my senses like a little bit more restored. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be trying to dance, and I need to focus more on my nutrition also, because I haven't been eating like very well. I've been eating like a lot of junk food, but I haven't been ordering things on Uber Eats. So I've been eating less because I didn't renew like the Uber Pass, the pass that allows you to buy the food and to don't pay the cost they have for the delivery. You just pay the pass and then you don't have to pay the delivery. Yeah, I said it twice, but I didn't renew that, and because of that, I haven't been eating so much junk food on, at least on Uber Eats. My weight today was 98.6. Yes, so my weight went up. So I'm going to try to to don't get to like 100 kilos again. So yeah, one thing that they asked to me was that if I wanted to work at Burger King, I need to shave all of my beard. I haven't shaved like all my beard since I was in a high school, actually, like a long time ago. So I think if I'm working there, the next video I'm going to be shaved, maybe, and it's going to be a new sensation for me. So yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be fun. I don't have like. I don't really like to shave. That's because I left to. I left my beard to grow, but if I had to shave it for a job, I'm going to do it. I think the video started with a small part when I was showing the rain and some lettuces I have outside. I think this is like the only time at the year that's going to rain on Santiago or something like that. I don't know like the details, but it's not going to be like a year with many storms. So when the rain stops, I'm also going to be gardening a little, and I'm going to be moving those lettuces to individual pots. I'm going to transplant them into a bigger pot, but I tried to do it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, but the pots were very big, were big actually, and the lettuces were very small, so they died. And I also didn't water the plants like for 2 or 3 days. All the plants were okay, but these lettuces, because they were small and they were new and they were recently transplanted, they died. But I have a big pot with many of them, and they are bigger now. They are actually very resilient plants. I like them when they grow like big. You can, I think you can take one leaf out of them, and they are going to grow that leaf back, or they are going to grow another leaf. But they can regenerate, and I find that fascinating because I like to see them grow. I think this year, when the lettuces are like big, I want to make like tacos on them, like on their leaves. I want to do that. So I'm going to tell you when that happens. Maybe I'm going to show you the end result, and I'm going to try to do a healthier version of a taco on that lettuce leaf. So yeah, I think that's all that I have to say. Also, these 2 weeks I've been cleaning. I fought again with one of my roomies. I'm not usually that, like, I'm not the a guy that that is like constantly fighting. This is like something very rare, and I don't think it's going to happen again. I'm not like a person that actually likes to fight, or to be like on that kind of things. But one of the roommates, he didn't want to leave. I said to him that he needed to move on July, and he was very stubborn. He wasn't listening. He called the police, and the police said to me, "You should just take his stuff and put his stuff on the street. We don't really care." And I was like, actually, that's the advice that everyone is telling me that I should be doing. Like, just take his stuff and put his stuff on the street. And it was very funny because I haven't like entered his room, and that day he called the police. He made like he was making drama about it days earlier, and that day he just surpassed my patience limit. It was like, well, that day I also had a job interview on Carl's Jr. But uh, yeah, yeah, I remember that. Um, oh, sorry, I forgot what I was saying. I had a lapsus, but the thing it was that I haven't entered his room, and I wanted to see if it was actually like uh, possible to take his stuff and just leave his stuff on the street. And when I opened his room, I found that it was full of box of wine, like boxes of wine, and the boxes was were filled with his pee. And he also, but it was like full, like all the fucking room was like filled with those boxes of wine with his pee. And I was like, what the fuck, this guy has a serious mental problem. Like, I hope he can get out soon. And uh, well, next day he said to me, "What? Ah, no. That was the same day. Then he come back and he started to. He actually started to hitting me because I was filming him. I was recording him because he was very problematic and he was very dramatic. He cried often to try to manipulate you, and he was a liar. So yeah, he also was a thief. He liked to take like food stuff that was ours, and then he lied about it, and he also broke some things on the house. And but that's another thing. But to me it was like like the I didn't when he started. I was playing League. Sorry, I was playing League of Legends, and he came to my room and he started to call the police again to make me accept him another month on the house. And then I started to record him, and he took some distance, and then he came back and he started to hit me again because he was hitting me on the hand, because and he was also trying to get my phone, to take my phone like off of me. And I just hit him then. And I don't want to to go into details, but then the next day he left. But I think he was a very mentally ill person. I he was I wanted to show that because I found it very, I don't know, it's strange to me. I used to I'm very tolerant to dirty spaces, but I don't think if you can see this, but he was actually sleeping on his own vomit. He wanted like to rot the house. In his room there were like many many food things that he was stolen, like eggs, but they were like he grabbed the egg and she is like break the egg on the floor and left it to rot just because he wanted to rot the house, like he wrote the bed. I don't know if I can clean that bed, but he was living on his own pee and he was sleeping on his own vomit. And as I said before, I have high tolerance for dirty spaces, but I think that he was actually living on inhuman conditions, and I didn't want him here. So yeah, maybe I should take some martial art lessons throughout my journey this year. So if I have another fight, or if I want to fight, I'm going to be doing it with, sorry, like on the space where you should be fighting, and learning about it, like how to do it, how to defend yourself, how to attack others, and when and where to do it. So yeah, I wanted to say that for me it was very sad to see the room on those conditions. Yesterday I trained actually on that room, and I found it messy. I'm going to look for a new roommate, but if I can get a roommate like on August, I'm going to fix again another problems that the room has. This guy actually broke one. I don't know. Maybe he kicked one through an object and broke the window. But he actually broke a window. He broke. I don't know how these are called. We call them enchufes. Like the ones when you connect the things to get electricity. He broke one with a knife, like just because he was like evil. I don't know. Maybe he was angry and he just didn't respected the house. He said that for him living here was a punishment, that his father was punishing him by making him live here. And I was like, yeah, maybe, but you can also get a job and get more money, and with your own work you can go and rent something better on the same area. There are other things, there are options. I can actually share you a page when you can see or look people to do that. It was unnecessary. Just stay to make more damage to yourself and to the room. I think that's all I have to say for the moment. I really like the storm that's happening, and I'm going to try to be dancing tomorrow on that room. I need to wax the floor of that room, and it's going to look better. So yeah, bye bye, take care.